Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also hit the like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend investing is all about. This is my weekly buy video, and my current strategy is to deposit $100 of my own money per week and let the portfolio do the heavy lifting for me going forward. All dividends received will be reinvested back into that stock from which it was received. My goal is to put this money to work for me in the long term to build a growing and reliable income stream. I am a long-term buy and hold investor who focuses primarily on individual blue chip stocks as well as ETFs and CEFs. What we are looking at right now is my M1 taxable stock brokerage accounts, and we'll take a look at the performance from the last week. We can see we are down 1.59%. You can see a loss of over $3,100. And let's go into the activity log. And we can see here I did a deposit, the $100, and that's where I want to show you where that went. And also the 688, that is a dividend I received this weekend. And that's part of the buys, and that's going to be a dividend reinvestment back into PNC. So we'll see what two positions the $100 went to. I'll click here, and we can see it's split it up between Fifth Third Bancorp and Prudential. And the reason I'm showing this to you is I just want to give you guys an idea of what I'm buying. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there. They give a lot of advice as to what you should buy, but they're really not showing you what they're actually buying. So that's one of the reasons I want to show you this and provide full transparency into what I'm doing. Of course, what I'm doing is not financial advice. It's just, to me, it's a good idea, but you need to do your own research. And what I'm going to show you next is what this $100 deposit, as well as the PNC dividend reinvestment of the 688, what that did to my monthly cash flow, because as a dividend investor, I want to know how much cash flow this portfolio is giving me every month. And what I'm showing right now, this is my Google Docs spreadsheet. I'll leave a link below, and you're welcome to take a look at it and use it or copy it, whatever you want to do with it. And maybe you want to put your own stocks in there. It's totally free. I know some people subscribe to services or use other apps. To me, this is easy. It's instantaneous or nearly instantaneous. Some of the services rely on Plaid, where you have to wait 24 hours or more for your updates to take effect. So I just prefer a good old-fashioned spreadsheet. And you can see it's really simple. It just shows the company, ticker symbol, share price, shares, market value, my cost basis. This is my gain or loss in each investment. This is the quarterly dividend per share. The ones highlighted in blue, you can see there's 4 of them. These are monthly payers, so that's a monthly dividend per share. I have to have a special table below to show those and add those back in to get a quarterly rate. And if you have any questions on that, just comment below. I can help you calculate your own. And moving on, it shows also the yield percentage, the yield on my cost. This is the date that the dividend will be hitting my account. This is my estimated dividend and the actual dividend that paid me. We can see we are in the month of May, and so far I have received $151.30. Of course, there's much more to come, and the reason why the estimated dividend is a little bit different is sometimes I buy things after the ex-dividend date, so that dividend increase or the amounts that I bought up to may not take effect until the next time the dividend pays. And you can see I track the total number of dividends paid, and I also started tracking the last increase for the stock, what it paid for their dividend. And you can see some of them haven't increased their dividend annually. JP Morgan, one of them, while others are paying double digits, like a Costco. But usually what happens is your double digit payers usually are the lower yielding ones, and your higher yielding ones, like saying OHI, they've been stagnant. They're paying over 9% right now, but they're not raising that dividend. So if you're looking for growth, this may not be a great investment. So moving along here, this is where I track the monthly cash flow average. Right now, the portfolio is at $795.74. That's an average because if you own a lot of dividend stocks, you know as well as I do that most of them pay in the last month of the quarter, which is your March, June, September, December. And to smooth that out, I add up all of my dividends quarterly payers and then take the monthly payers times 3, and that's where I get the $795.74. And the reason I look at the monthly is I want to see some progress. When I put money in and I buy shares of companies, I want to know that I'm buying more income. And that's nice to see. Even when you'll see the stock market going down, it's not related to your dividend income whatsoever, which is nice. So I'm going to show you how I update this. What I'm going to do is bounce back over to M1. I'm going to copy over some data. I'm going to paste it into this M1 data tab. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull the new number of shares and my new cost basis. So let's go back over to M1. I go to the Holdings tab once it loads, and I start at name. And this is just a quick and easy way to pull it. This is the easiest way that I found, not using a service or manually typing these things in, especially if you have an M1 account and you just auto invest. If you have 20, 30, 40, 50 different positions and you put $1,000 in, that may go to a dozen or more investments, and it's tedious to type in your new number of shares. So all I did was I went to the portfolio tab or the holdings tab and grabbed everything starting from name, copied it, and I'm just going to do a paste special on my M1 tab. Right here I'm going to do a paste special, values only, and all this is doing is it's going to align the shares to each investment. You can see SCHD, I own 1,087 shares, and here's my cost basis right here. And on the dividend portfolio tab, what it's doing is it is doing a VLOOKUP, and it's going to pull the number of shares. You can see here for like travelers, it's doing a VLOOKUP from the M1 data tab, and it's finding TRV, and it's pulling those new. In this case, we didn't buy any more travelers, but we bought some of Prudential and PNC and Fifth Third. And so what this did was it changed my monthly cash flow average now to $796.24. I have another tab here, $796.24. And this is just like a ledger that I use to track anything that happens, whether I get a dividend increase or a decrease. You can see here JEPI lowered my monthly income here, and you can see some things that have increased it, or I've done another $100 deposit. You can see dividend drips, things like that. These all add up. And let's take a look at my dividend tracker. And on this sheet, I track the portfolio value. This is going back to January 2021. And frustratingly, this portfolio just seems to hover around the 200,000 mark and below. And you can see here, this is the actual dividends I've been paid for each month. You can see the highest I got was last December, almost $1,500. I track the quarterly dividends as well. You can see that my quarter-on-quarter increases, and I think we're on track for another quarter-on-quarter increase as well. You can see that's the dollar amount increase quarter-on-quarter, and here's the annual dividends too as well. And you can see we've gone from over 600 to almost 3,000, and I predict in 2023 I'm going to get more than $10,000 for 2023 at the rate I'm going here. and you can see here's the average monthly dividend. We're up to $796.24, and you can see it's only up a nickel for the month because of that JEPI decrease. But things like SCHD lowering their dividend, they did it back in March. JEPI a couple times has lowered their dividend, but I anticipate overall for like the whole year that it's going to go up. So in the first part of the year, it seems like JEPI and SCHED lower their dividend and they increase it in the third and fourth quarters. So I see this really jumping my average monthly dividend. I also track the month over month change, and then my deposits. We're on week 2, so there are $100 in there. So that's what I pretty much wanted to show you guys, is just the progress, even what $100 can do. It didn't do a whole lot. We can see it's the $100 deposit and the PNC dividend drip. It changed my monthly cash flow by 50 cents. But there wasn't a whole lot put in. Every little bit helps. I just want to show you guys that. So thanks for sticking to the end. If you got value from this video, please click the like button and share this video to others, and also subscribe, because I know there's a lot of people who are watching this but they're not subscribers, so it helps grow the channel and I really appreciate it. So thanks again for sticking to the end. I hope everyone has a great week, and let me know in the comments below what you guys are buying this week. Everyone take care.